Hello my friends and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. In yesterday's video we spent the entire time working on Meryl's companion quest, and today we are back again in Meryl's house to finish up the last two quests that I have for Meryl as of right now. The Back from Sundermount and Questioning Beliefs. So we're going to work on those first. I'm not sure what order they will go in. I'm going to work on those first and then figure out what we'll do next. So let's get started.
Hawk, I could never have faced the Keeper myself. I never imagined a human would help me restore Dalish history. No one ever understood. Not the Keeper, not my clan. Just you.
Well, hopefully this doesn't come back to bite all of us in the behind, but as Dalish seem a bit dense now, maybe they'll come around. Look, if you restore it and nothing bad happens, I think they'll come around. They'll be a little hypocritical, maybe. I don't know if that's the right word, but we'll go with it. So they'll come around, hopefully. Cross fingers.
When the Alluvion is finished, they'll
See?
appreciate all you've done for them.
It's all right. Even if they hate me forever, I'll know I helped them. You're the first real friend I've ever had. Masaranas, Lethalan.
Aw, thanks, Meryl. That's really nice. I like being friends with Meryl. She's just a nice girl. Okay, well, let's work on questioning beliefs.
Oh, Hawk. Come in. I was just... Am I crazy?
Yes, but in a good way.
I thought their rule in a home would fix everything. The mirror would work and everything would be right again. But I keep dreaming of Paul's face. Everyone that I care for thinks I'm a monster.
Well, I don't think everyone... You didn't kill Paul.
What happened in that cave wasn't your fault. Paul did that to himself.
I know. But I caused it, or the clan did, filling his head with terrible stories about me. You're a true friend, Hawk. I'll find a way to make this up to you, Lethalan. That's a promise.
You're welcome. Well, I have plus 10 more friendship with Meryl, so I'm almost maxed out with her, which is great. But I'm also extremely trapped in this corner by all my friends. It's a little crazy. And I have switched up my party again. I really just switched out Emeric, or switched in Emeric for Meryl. And yeah, that's it. I just want a little bit of break from Meryl. But I have also decided that I want to work on Prime Suspect. This is where we need to go speak to Emmerich and the Gallows. We picked up this quest at the very beginning of the act when we went to our house for the first time. Aveline came and basically gave it to us that Emmerich was still poking around about those missing women from Act 1. So, since we're here, let's go talk to him.
If you've got something to say, just spit it out.
Are you sure you want to encourage me? I might be about to confess my undying love.
I get that a lot. So what's on your mind?
I just realized it's been a while since any of the gangs in the Undercity came to my door.
They're busy people. Places to go, throats to cut. Maybe you've slipped their minds.
Right. The apostate running the free clinic in the sewers. Easy to forget. You didn't have anything to do with this?
You must have me confused with someone else. I'm just a businessman and a storyteller.
Oh, Varric, you're a nice person. Or you're a good person. That's what you are. Okay, let's quick save and talk to Emmerich.
Hello, Emmerich. The guard captain says you're still chasing disappearing acts.
That's not funny. I need your help urgently. I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Really? That's his name?
Dupuis? That's a funny name.
It's Olesian. I believe he is descended from nobility. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something.
My men raided that house. There was nothing, and I've heard no end because of it. You were reprimanded, I hope.
Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
And, well, yeah, and so you come to me, but let's ask our questions first. Who else is looking into this?
Were you the only person investigating these murders?
Yes, unfortunately. The Templar Order believes this is a matter for the City Guard. And the City Guard, well, they rejected my evidence and dismissed the murders as isolated incidents. They don't care either.
I've seen your evidence. Scattered notes, conjecture, nothing remotely usable. You can't expect us to act on your hunches alone. Look what happened when we did.
The guards who searched Gascard's place were incompetent. They didn't know what they were looking for.
Fine, if you insist.
Well, how do you know what they should be looking for? I'm like, I don't know. Did you show anyone the bones?
I retrieved a sack of human remains for you. Didn't you show it to the guard?
I did. They said the remains could have been gathered together by scavengers looking for bits of gold and jewelry. They said there was no way to tell if the remains even belonged to the missing women.
I'm sorry, Emeric, but that's the truth of it.
Yeah, I mean, it is before forensic science, so you can't really determine who it belonged to. But tell me about your suspicions. In more detail, I hope.
What have you learned about Gascard Dupuis?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
Or it could be.
It cannot be a coincidence. It sounds exactly like a coincidence.
Gascard Dupuis is hiding something. I'm convinced of it.
All right, well... And so you come to me, well, I'll help if I can. I mean, like, these women were murdered. I think I said previously that they were missing. And they're not missing, they're murdered. And, I mean, I'll help if I can. I can't promise I'm going to find out that Gascard's guilty, because it could entirely be a coincidence. Anyway, I'm babbling, off topic.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you.
Yeah.
You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
All right. Well, break into Gascard Dupuis' Hightown Estates after dark to see if there's evidence that links him to the disappearance. Or doesn't link him, I guess. But I also have... herbalist tasks. I think I had to bring the... Heart of the Varteril. I always want to say Varteril, but that's not right. So let's turn that in.
Perhaps allow more of the blood to drain from the heart next time.
You're welcome. Ungrateful people, I swear. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is find the Harlot's Blush, which is on the Voodoo Coast, and I remember seeing it there. We need to go back there one of these days to finish stuff. Well, here we are in Hightown at night, again, hunting down bad guys, and we're outside the Dupuis estate. So let's quick save, head on in, and see what we can find. Looks pretty standard. Oh, I do like the skylights in the ceiling. That's really fancy. Oh, hello, demons. This is not a good sign.
That's enough! Gotcha!
Oh, I keep forgetting I've got combustion bombs. And then let's, one of those, and, let's see, what else should we do? Let's try one of these. And then... I mean, honestly, Bianca probably can handle it herself. When I played it, you played as Varric, it was totally, seemed like one-shots left and right. Alright, let's see. A thank you note. Gascard, thank you kindly for your last shipment. It arrived in almost perfect condition. The requested payment is on its way. Please use the artifact with care. The creatures can be difficult to control even for an experienced mage. A pleasure doing business, your friend.
What creatures are they talking about? The Shades?
Maybe? I don't know. But it makes me think of like a control rod for golems. I don't think that's probably what it is. But you never know. Stranger things, right? Oh, here's why we're not coming out of combat so easily. There we go.
I don't... The guards raiding the estate met that particular reception.
I would not think they did either, because if they did, they would have reported it back and you guys wouldn't have dismissed it so easily. Alright, this looks like a dead end, and it is. And I think these two go to the same spot. Reply from Starkhaven. Alright, let's combustion bomb those right there.
Messing with us is suicidal.
Okay, a reply from Starkhaven. Messer Dupuis, this is in regards to your inquiry into missing mages. I would like to remind you that the duty of seeking out missing mages, if there were any to begin with, would fall to the Templars of Starkhaven, not a minor nobleman from Kirkwall. I would also like to take this opportunity to remind you that the Circle of Magi as a whole does not welcome casual inquiries about the mages in its care. Thank you, First Enchanter Radek.
Why would Gascard be inquiring about escaped mages from Starkhaven?
Yeah, because like we met Grace in her group, but apparently there were others, I think, after her? Or maybe there were more before her too? I don't know. Ooh, I do love a good mystery. Okay, we can't go there. We can't go there. We can go here. Looks like this is a room. Well, obviously this is a room. Oh, geez. It's one of those days. It's always one of those days. Rune of Striking. That's not bad. And then Vials of Blood.
Blood magic. Someone's been naughty.
But is it his blood or other people's blood? I mean, I don't know if you're Meryl or not. Meryl is very kind-hearted when it comes to blood magic, and I trust her to a certain extent. But I don't know you, Mr. Dupuis, with all your shades running around trying to kill us. Oh, there was another thing over here. Meredith's apology. Messer Dupuis, please accept my humble apologies for recent events. The Templar Emeric has been reprimanded for his wrongful accusations and for arousing suspicions within the city guard that led to the raid of your estate. I will see that he is restrained in the future. Sincerely yours, Knight Commander Meredith.
An apology from Kirkwall's Iron Lady? That must have been a first.
Yeah, and it sounds like this Dupuis guy is a mage, which makes it even more ironic, because you would think Meredith would just lock him up to shut him up. Okay, so it looks like this is a dead end here, I think. A chest of clothes.
Why is he keeping these things around? I thought Gascard lived alone.
Perhaps these belong to a family member.
Maybe, but I don't know what's in them. All right. Looks like he's in here, so let's quick save and see how this goes.
Help me, please! He's gone mad!
You're not him. Shit, I know what this looks like, but I didn't hurt her.
You didn't?
So the wild-eyed hysteria is just for show, then?
You don't understand. Someone is after her. I had to keep her safe. I don't know why you're here, but there's a killer out there, and I think he's playing us both. Just let me explain.
Well, yeah, this I've got to hear.
All right. We'll see if you can talk yourself out of this.
20 silver if he says, "It wasn't me, it was the one-armed man."
Several years ago, my sister was murdered. The bastard's now in Kirkwall, killing again. The same way he killed my sister. It starts with a bouquet of white lilies. He sends them to each new victim. Alessa was going to be next. I took her, so he'd have to come to me. I was finally going to face my sister's killer, but then you showed up.
He's lying! He hurt me!
I've explained this. I need your blood to track you down. If he took you, it was for your protection.
Let go of me!
She'll go straight to the city guard. They'll ruin everything.
Well, I mean, like, you kind of did terrorize her a little bit. So, okay. Well, why don't you tell me about this killer?
Who killed your sister?
A powerful and experienced blood mage. I believe he uses the women for some ritual. His victims are attractive, healthy women with few social ties.
Okay. And, yeah, I'm guessing you're a blood mage.
I could report you to the Templars for blood magic.
Yes, I've used blood magic and lyrium to augment my powers. I'm not proud of what I've done, but I had to. He took my sister from me.
I mean, you didn't have to, but you did it anyway. You were afraid of the guards.
Can't you just tell the city guard what you told me?
Yes, can't you?
Why? I don't want him arrested. This isn't about justice. I need to be the one to bleed him dry.
Selfish little shit. How many of you risked by keeping this to yourself?
Yes, that I understand the need for vengeance because you killed your sister, but how many other women are potentially going to die while you try to hunt him down all by yourself? Well, Emeric suspected you were the killer.
Emeric was certain you were the killer.
Of course he was. But I was trying to find the killer just like him. Our paths crossed and he just assumed I was the murderer.
Well, you can't blame him.
You really did make yourself a target, though. Kidnapping people and all.
Yeah.
I suppose that's fair.
I mean, it sounds like he's not the killer. So, well, let's let him go and see how this all plays out.
Time for you to vanish. Every man for himself.
I'm headed to Darktown. If you learn anything new about the killer, find me there. I have a score to settle with him.
Great minds think alike. Well, Varric is maxed out. I wonder if it has to do with that, but... Tell Emeric at the gallows that Gascard is not actually guilty. Well, I wonder where'd the woman go to? I wanted to talk to her, but I guess that's not possible. Well, I'm gonna double check the house to make sure I didn't forget anything, and then I'm gonna head back to the gallows, and I will pick you back up there unless something, again, super exciting happens.
You're glaring, Anders. Is there a reason, or is it one of your moods?
Your term as captain hasn't been particularly mage-friendly.
I've only turned a handful over to the Templars.
Every despot starts somewhere.
And yet I allow an abomination to whine at me. Credit where it's due.
Yeah, Anders, like, she hasn't turned you in yet, so shut it. All right, well, with that, we are back at the gallows, and Emeric is nowhere to be found. So I suppose we have to talk to Moira? Huh.
Aren't you Hawk? Emeric left not long ago. He said you'd arranged to meet tonight.
Really?
Did I tell him that? I must have completely forgotten. Don't you remember sending this message?
No.
I didn't send this. You didn't? Strange.
That's not a good sign.
No.
Well, I don't know. Emmeric's been acting strangely for months. It's probably just a misunderstanding.
Wonderful. Find Emeric in an alley just outside Lowtown. Great. Wonderful. Another missing Templar. Well, let's head out to this Lowtown alley to look for Emeric. Oh yeah, blind alley. That makes sense. I don't feel like this is going to end well for him. Just putting it out there. there's Emeric. I'm guessing. Oh, it looks like he's dead. Lovely. Let's twin fangs and get this one over with, and then let Aveline pick them up. And oh my gosh, they are just coming from all over the place. Let's get the ones off Anders and Emeric.
Now you bold.
And let's try to target this one. And we'll get the one off Anders again.
That's enough.
Oh, a desire demon. Well, let's assassinate her. I love that one. It's like a second. Oh my goodness, there are so dang many. Who is summoning all these people? Well, not people, shades.
Go down.
Alright, their twin fangs.
Some mage sent that thing here to kill him. Why would anyone... Oh, Maker. The murders. Emeric was right. He was getting too close. He suspected a man named Gascard Dupuis. Did he do this?
I don't think so. But I also don't think it's that simple, so...
I can't be certain of anything. Gascard may have tricked me. Then we need to find him. Do you know where he is?
No? Because I want to go find him myself.
He didn't tell me where he was going. Let's hope he's not the killer then. We'll track Gascard down just to be safe.
My guardsman will find Alessa, the woman who was with Gascard. She might still be in danger.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help in this matter. If you learn anything more, please come to me.
Oh, it's complete? Dang, I wanted to try to find Gascard. Emeric was slain by a powerful creature of dark magic. I don't know. I did believe Gascard when it came to the story about his sister being murdered. And as illogical as it sounds, I understand him wanting to hunt down the bad mage himself, but I don't know. It's very complicated and not resolved, so I don't know how long this is going to drag on, but anyway, well, I'm going to finish looting the place, and then off to another new quest we shall go. Well, I did return home to empty my bags a little bit and also order some more grenades, and when I walked in, Bodan was oh so nice to tell me that I have another letter waiting for me, so let's read that. It's called Inside Job. Hawk, I found a lead on our cargo thefts and have urgent need of your expertise. Please meet me in Hightown's market during business hours. Okay, so now I have a new quest called Inside Job. And I was just thinking I needed a new quest to do because I didn't want to do any more companion quests for at least one more video. So let's go ahead and mark this one as active, and I think we can head out to Hightown during the day. I feel like there's some miscellaneous quests that I can turn in as well. So let's grab Fenris, Isabella, and Anders and see how that works. Because there was... yeah, there's Seal of the Old God Dumont, which I can turn in here as well. And, well, let's just go to Hightown and work on this. I feel like Hubert is right at the beginning, but we'll see how it goes.
I can't imagine what Hawk sees in you.
It is done. Leave it be.
Well, good. I always knew she had some sense.
Do not make light of this. Leaving was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Oh, will you two get over yourselves? You're like two dogs around a bitch in heat.
We were talking about Hawk, not you.
I'm not sure how I feel about that conversation, but thanks, Isabella. Okay, well, before we talk to Hubert, let's turn in, I think this was the, hang on, the Seal of the Old God Dumont that we picked up. I think it's somewhere, I can't remember where.
I think I found something of yours.
Thank the Maker and various others. I need to lock this up.
Probably.
Might you have something to donate to the needy?
Sorry, Mother, but I've got to look after my needs first.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's quick save and talk to Hubert.
You got my letter.
You've been gone a while. I thought you had things under control.
I told you I would handle this, and I did. Now, after a year of raids on our shipments, I finally caught one of the culprits. One of our miners, Sabine, has been leaking information. Do you know him? He claims to be from your hometown in Ferelden. I would like you to get this festering sore to divulge who is behind the thefts. When you are ready, I will bring Sabine to you.
He's from... I mean, it doesn't ring a bell to me, but, I mean, what do I know? He's from Lothering?
Who is this man?
I would not expect you to recall every piss pot from your past.
That's the problem with being a big fish in a small pond. I could never tell the little fish apart.
Well, he brags to his fellows that he grew up with you in Lothering.
Well, I don't have anything else to do at the moment, so I'm ready. Let's go.
Bring Sabine back to my place.
Excellent idea. I will get him now. Here is the dung pile I caught leaking next week's shipment schedule. He won't tell me who he's working with. Who else has been screwing me over? Tell me, you ratting mongrel!
Well, there's no need to get so violent. I think we can talk it out, maybe? Hopefully?
He can't talk with a mouthful of broken teeth.
There you go.
Please, Miss Sayre, help me. I knew you since you was young and Lothering. I knew your mum's family. And your pop. Mike got him rest.
Pathetic.
Oh.
I leave this bastard in your capable hands. Get me when he's ready to talk.
Thank you, Miss Sayre. Us Lothering folks should stick together.
So he said he knew my mom's family, but my mom's family's from Kirkwall, so I don't feel like he's telling the truth. Why did you do it?
What made you betray your employer?
Before the Blight, my family had a good life in Lothering. Clean home, fertile land, friends. In Kirkwall, we lived in a hovel. People spit on us, and some days we went hungry.
I mean, I think Erin understands that. Because she was a refugee too, and she had to struggle when she first got here.
I know it was hard to leave Lothering. Talk to me, so we can put all this behind us.
As soon as I tell Hubert what he wants to know, he'll kill me or throw me in prison. My life's not worth much, but my family. I only wanted to give my wife and son a better life.
I mean, he did steal stuff, so I think he should have to have some sort of punishment. But I understand he still has a family to provide for. But you should have thought about that before you resorted to thievery. But then again, so does Erin. So, it's... could you pay Hubert back in some way? I doubt it, but...
Hubert's first love is gold. You must have some squirreled away.
I'll tuck some coin away for the future. But if it buys me a future out of prison, Hubert can have it.
I think that's maybe a good option. Maybe? I don't know.
Hawk, this is Lily of the Coterie. Given the importance of stopping the cargo robberies, I have enlisted a consultant.
Consultant? Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Well, Doug, are you ready to bark now?
There's an ambush planned tonight at Dietrich Crossing.
Tonight? That leaves you barely enough time to intercept them. You had best leave immediately.
We'll protect your precious shipment, but make sure you have the coterie's payment. Want me to deal with this runt? Free of charge. I'll drop him in a ditch on our way out.
Yes, take him, with my blessing. I assume my partner will not object?
Actually, I will. Sabine's gonna make it right.
Sabine will pay you back if you let him go.
Oh, really? I'm more inclined to beat the coin out of this sheep swallow and then kill him.
He's nothing, Hubert. Take his offer and cut him loose so we can get back to business.
Fine. Get me your ill-gotten coin before I change my mind.
Oh, thank you, Miss Hayes. I know I don't deserve it, but thank you.
We're wasting time. If you find naught but corpses at the ambush, it won't be my fault. We're too late for your boys, but we'll make the rotters pay.
All right, well, quest is updated. Stop the next cargo ambush. And I do want to do this, but we're going to have to do it tomorrow because we're pretty much at time for today. And I assume this is going to take more than like 30 seconds. So tomorrow we will finish up the inside job. I'll probably come back and try to wrap up these last 2 companion quests. And then we'll go from there. As always, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you again tomorrow with another new Dragon Age 2 video.